They hold the key to freedom of thought, heart and trust. In heifer heaven, where happiness is a must.
Howdy. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I was like, Digger, can we hear you and can you hear us?
I can hear everyone. Can you hear me?
I can. You were just a little slow on the hello, and I was, yeah, I can hear you now. We don't even have to see the mouth going. That would be fun.
If it's not moving, then I'm not talking. It's not me.
I wish I could throw my voice,
I know.
I watch, oh my God, what is that stupid movie or TV show from the 70s or 80s about the Wacko family, the two sisters. Anyway, one of the sons is a
no.
You go ahead. Yeah. My tongue's not going to do it.
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist. Yes. There you go. I started it wrong. That's why it wasn't getting anywhere. And anyway, I would love to be able to do that, throw your voice, to make people go, what? Wait, what? That kind of thing. So anyway, hey, it's Sunday. Good morning, everybody. No, we've been up for a while. We both have been up for a while. She's been making her girls feel better.
Yeah.
Did you just hear this one talk?
I did. What was that? Where's my ice, Mom?
Oh,
is that what that was?
And last night, Cynthia even mentioned it, and I never got up and got Ditto's ice. Damn. I'm thinking about me an awful lot lately because you know what? I'm tired of not thinking about me, apparently. So, Ditto didn't get his ice last night, and that's the cat. So he might be in the toilet at this time. Steven left the seat up. Let me look. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
My girls don't understand that. And if I don't put the seat down, because I always put the seat down. I don't flush the seats down.
Me too.
But the girls don't realize that the seat isn't always down. And Sweets, I was so lucky. I scooped her just as she was about to land, not on the seat, but in the bowl. I caught her like she hewed over it.
I had one the moment I raised it to go pee, as I was pulling my pants down, went to jump on it and landed straight inside. And I'm like, well, I'm glad it was now and not when I was standing up.
Yeah.
I just heard him drop down, so I think we're good. I think he was up in the sink based on the way the clunk, because he sounds like that. So anyway, well, I don't know. We can never trust the viewer thing at all. At a certain point, it bounced up to like 11 right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's like this, and then it bounced down to 3, and then back up to. It's like, so
we can't decide for itself.
No. And we do know that we got some of y'all here. MJ's here probably by now. I don't know. We'd have to go do roll call by doing the @MJ. See, yep. MJ is in the house saying
hi, MJ,
hello to Digger. And then he comes over to the real house here and says hello to me, which he says Sheni. And then I just happened to have been bouncing in there right after he did that. And I said, well, hello there, MJ. See you soon, I promise. Well, look, I do promise, contrary to what the original posting of the stream said, we were never going to be here at 1:30 in the morning.
No, okay? No. And if you guys fell for it, that's your fault. I'm sorry you were up that late.
Not April Fools, but only fools believed in that one, right? I mean, not trying to be mean, but we're
not 1:30 in the morning starting to stream kind of people.
No, we sure aren't. But this one over here goes, oh shit. we're late. Wait a minute. What time did you say? 1 o'clock? I don't know. Damn it! Did you say 1 o'clock or something like that? It was
Yeah,
adorable.
yeah.
You phrased it, and I went, no, I don't know. I don't think so. So I go to look, and it says 1:30, and I'm like, no, it says 1:30, and then I'm like, oh, a.m. And I said that so casually, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know if I can go fix it. So I got to go and fix it. So yes, it got fixed, but it got fixed 10 minutes before we came on stream because she noticed that we were supposed to already been live. And well, we weren't. We were just sitting here chatting. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this. I know that she has written something somewhere, but here's the game plan. Over in the main chat, you're going to see a pinned post, which is your initial boarding pass to go over and make sure that you are still subbed and that you like this stream over on Digger's side. Okay?
Yes, please.
Really important to do that. And if for some reason you happen to be in my Rumble, you need to Digger 1420.
Yes, Digger 1420.
I really need to start linking that post too, because you need to be over there. But it's the Rumbles aren't the big happening, but I need to start doing that just in case. So anyway, but today she didn't feel like doing a Rumble, which was a really good idea because I'd already screwed it up and said 1:30 p.m. So there's your boarding pass. Please have a safe, enjoyable trip. They do pass out sodas and salted peanuts, I understand. Well,
yes, although sometimes they come in one container all together, so be careful when opening.
Right, and I was never told, and we may shake them up for you, but I was never told it was salted. We just know before handing it to you, we put salt in them, and that we do shake it up very readily. So go ahead, take your boarding pass over to Diggers, sub and like, and then when you are done, you will know that there is another boarding pass for the completion of your round trip to get your heinies back over here. When you get
and
back over here,
appreciate all these airplane tickets that we're buying for all y'all, so you can go back and forth to all these different places. We want to make sure that you guys are treated with the dignity and respect that you deserve.
Or not.
Nothing but the best.
But here is the whole thing. When you get back over to this stream, we need you to go to Love Chat. Okay, what is Love Chat? Love Chat is live chat, not Top Chat. Top Chat is asshole YouTube making a decision on what you do and do not see. Why they wouldn't say you can stay on live chat, and then if you don't want to read all those, you can make a decision to go to Top Chat.
Yeah, no.
Asshole, tie, no oxygen, brain cell, big checks. Okay, does all that make sense? So here we are saying, make sure that you go to Love Chat, because with the typo, it is love, but in reality, it's live. Okay, so make sure that you go ahead and do that, and that way, then you get to see what everybody says. I think I have already changed. Nope, got one on top, got one on live. Got them both on Love Chat now. I do. It's important. We all need to be reminded. So there we go. Tammy comes along and says, MJ, howdy. And then she says, Sheni, howdy. And a couple of hearts and some hugging peoples. And I'm going to sneeze.
Hi, Tammy.
Tammy's like, howdy to Digger. And I don't know why that one. Oh, because the name was after, not first, after the first two. My brain is going to play games with me today. So it picked up something different and got befuddled as it was trying to come out of my throat. And I felt that one. It's like, whoa, we got a whole bunch of orange hearts. If you don't know about orange hearts, in my world, that's Zachariah Anderson. Get to know the story because it could be you. And so there's a whole bunch of free Zachariah Anderson hearts for you right there in my book. MJ's like, hello, Tammy. And Tammy's like, MJ, how are you? And MJ's like, well, I'm pretty darn good. And you? And Tammy's like, cold as I had to do a self-clean on my oven, and I had to have the window and the slider open. Well, that's very detailed. Good to have it open because you're smarter than I am. And Tammy's like, oh, wow, it double played. What double played? The opening only played one time. No, we have one that likes to start looping.
Yeah.
Totally funny.
Yeah.
And but it's an ending. But I got told I need to update everything. So I guess I'll be updating everything. I just was like, hey, it's not my issue, but I'll go ahead and update. So anything, the music will play verses sometimes, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know, Tammy. And there's OG.
Hi, OG. How you
He's
doing?
like, sup, you amazing mofos. Sup, you hugger bugs. I had to fix what I was going to say very quickly. Wow. And then Tammy's like, OG, howdy. And she's like, sorry, I forgot the punctuation. and then OG's like, hey, Tammy, you wear a Halloween outfit for the open house inspection. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, Friday or Monday. See, look, I just said tomorrow is Friday. I say shit backwards, apparently, a lot more. You watch a few of our streams and you'll catch how much I do it. Tammy's like, it isn't until midweek. Oh, I thought you said it was Monday. OG's like, punctuation is for nerds. And he's laughing at me and then says, oh. And MJ's like, hello, OG. And Tammy's like, Digger and Sheni, howdy. You guys are playing double. Well, I was playing triple on mine. And I was like, whoops, the live chat thing that I forgot. Yeah. Well, I also forgot to mute that one. And then I forgot to mute the one that I did live chat. So they were all really rather close. Normally there's a longer delay. But did you like the way I said that? Normally there's a longer delay. But today they were just like a second off. And it was very interesting. So MJ's like, you feeling better today? Tammy's like, yep. And OG's like, I like to practice my ventriloquism during oral. Isn't that where the name of those beautiful vehicles called Hummers came from?
No, but it sounds good.
Just saying. And OG's like, it's weird when her buggy says, I want to be a real boy. My buggy didn't say that. My buggy had Spider-Man on it. Oh, look at that. Here we are at the 15-minute mark. So,
Tammy, are you actually, well, it won't matter. We're going to find out shortly. You might be listening to both two streams running at the same time, which is why you're hearing double.
Right, because you were on Digger's and you were on mine.
Yeah.
So,
but we're just past the 15-minute mark. So anyone who is still over in my YouTube, now's the time. You hit that pinned link after you've hit the like and subscribe. Come on over to Sheni's. We're going to shut down my stream so that everyone's all in the same chat room. It just makes everything easy.
It makes things copacetic.
Yes.
Was that psychedelic enough? No. I really should have gone over. The plumber has sent his stepson over here the last couple of times. So I don't know if he's gone to my nephew's here. I can ask him. I don't know what they're called. I
don't know. Tammy says that's better. YouTube opened 3 windows. Yeah, I get that too, Tammy. All of a sudden we hit live, but I hear us here, but I also hear us in both of our YouTubes and both of our Rumbles.
You got to mute yourself really all over the place because we're over here doing a whole lot. We just make this look really copacetic cool.
But it's really not that easy.
But it's, it's really not. When Digger streams, I want to always be there because you guys know that I'm not on stream, but I want to be there as a backup. And if I ever hear a key while I'm working, that, oh my God, she may go into a panic here because it happens, right?
Yes, especially with my tech.
I like to jump in so that she's like, okay, at least I'm not alone, because then she can go off camera, she and I can chit chat with you guys, and I can read the chat to her while she's doing whatever she needs to do.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck
but
Gremlins are doing something.
yeah, I love how people go, you know what, I'm going to, do this or do that. Okay, go ahead. But there's a lot going on that y'all don't know. and so when Tammy, you just got a little taste of it, when all of a sudden you're like, where do all these voices come from? Oh, please. Those are all our other personnations in other timelines trying to talk to you all at one time. Do you see how that works? We just messing with you.
Really cool. The other day, Friday night, we watched a movie. It was a religious basis, but it was a time travel movie, and it gave me some really interesting questions to ponder.
I know. It's like, could it? And again, why couldn't it? But here's what I don't, and this is what I was thinking just before I came into the room, or after I had come into the room. I don't know, just that early. Okay, that recent, not early, recent. Did they ever prove that when they went to the final jump, right? I'm going to call them jumps because that's what Sam and Iggy called them. So in the final jump, did they really live and get to come back to their regular timeline? They never really said that, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Talked that he sent them there for future healings because of Jesus's DNA that they had brought with, which is a little bit weird because the way the guy got the DNA off of Jesus, who had already been dead, there would have been no DNA blood in the system when he jabbed him. So that was a little, bless their hearts. It was a good movie though. But, I'm like, wait, I'm going to have to watch the ending of it again, because I know that at the end they were both laying there with the guns on them. And he said, that they moved them, he put them forward where they have the ability to heal. But I think they think there's going to be a part 2.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It was really well set for a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think there's going to be a part 2. Yeah, it's really not that work. So anyway, here we are having it. See, we look, nothing.
How does time travel fit in with God?
Right. And if you can, the movie was about if you, did time travel and you went back and you avoided a few major events from occurring.
Yeah.
Where is the Christianity and how's that going to affect us? And it was really good. It was a good way, because we're like going, well, wait a minute, what about this? And then it's like, well, no, but and then why couldn't it happen? Because I can't limit him to only one game at a time. He might be playing 50,000 chess games all at one time.
Or he may be playing one game, but it's a game so advanced that we can't even comprehend. So
either way, I try and think like God for a moment, folks. Just don't. But again, in the whole Tower of Babel, right? He would already know that this is going to happen. So, he would already.
Yeah, because like even in the Garden of Eden, he calls out, "Where are you, Adam?"
I'm sorry.
Wow. He knew exactly where Adam was, but he's asking because he needs to
have Adam own up to it.
Yeah.
Don't get me started, dude. I absolutely made a boo-boo and looked forward. And you don't have. I will put a link in so that you can join, sweetheart. Because again, what? I have been slacking on putting the links into the.
Are you reading ahead in chat?
Did I accidentally do something? Uh-huh. So
I
anyway,
don't know who you're talking to.
It's okay, but there you go. If you want it. So anyway,
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, it was.
I'm here.
An idiot.
I don't need any links.
I'm an idiot. Welcome to my world of it's today. Tammy
Yeah.
is like, oh, that's so better. YouTube opened 3 windows and I didn't realize it. I think we've already read this. So what did I
Yeah,
do?
I read that one. Yeah.
I think when I knocked it over, I lost where we were. So
Oh, okay.
OG's like, gotta get back to zombieing through my shift. Well, how
You
are you
be well.
feeling, sweetheart?
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
was
kind
wondering.
of like, now that you're working, oh,
You
sweetie.
felt really, really awful yesterday. So the fact that you're at work today is pretty good.
Yeah. Check in with us after work over on Discord, because we're pretty sure that we're gonna be in there like watching TV or something. Okay. So feel free to check in because we worry about you. Tammy's laughing bluegills over there. And okay, I won't use it anymore. Won't use what? Wait, what did we tell you not to use? Ventriloquism? No. All that stuff that makes me horribly ill because I'm stupid and I don't open the windows and stuff. I have no idea. I don't. Oh, punctuation. Punctuation is for nerds. Now that was not my memory, folks. I actually went up and saw OG said punctuation is for nerds, and then Tammy's like, no, the problem was on my computer. Tammy's like, I thought it was Monday, but I looked at the paper and it's the 11th, which is like Wednesday. There you go. Tammy's doing the bluegill laughing. And then we have Fallen the Great in the house. Hey
Hi,
there.
Colin, how you doing? Sorry, I just took a dab. Excuse the red face and coughing, but
she's
hiya,
gonna be
hon, how
fun
you
for a
doing?
few minutes in a few minutes. And so Fallen's like, evening, ladies. And then here we go. Fallen says time travel fits in with God because God is omnipresent. See, that's why I think that's why I could see it being a possibility, you know.
I was going too deep in the weeds, I think.
And being too narrow.
Yeah, I was so busy going down the time travel potentialities that I didn't think about the fact that he's omnipotent. The being can do whatever the heck he wants, whenever the heck he wants. So if we make 80 different timelines, he can still work with it.
Yeah, he's like, please,
That's our we've got free will to choose him or not choose him.
Right.
But that also causes him problems if we do actually manage time travel. So we're causing him a lot of extra trouble.
See, and at the same time, hello, I'm still messing with things. At the same time, I still see him as going, entertain me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, entertain me. I'm game for it. Because if we were to, but see, he already knows everything. So, but if he was to play me for a minute and be like asleep at the wheel and dumb, right? And miss the fact that he knows absolutely everything before it even happens and before we can think about it. And so for a moment, he has a brain fart, right? And something slips in there and he goes, please go ahead, entertain me. I'm not even going to look to see how this goes on because I just want to enjoy this with you until I'm done.
Yeah.
And then mosquito, he can end the behavior just like we do end a mosquito. So it's,
But it did, at the end of the day, the movie did make me feel a lot better because I am of the opinion that CERN has done some serious damage and we are not on the same timeline as we were when I was first born into the world.
Right. Well, we've all discussed, we remember shit.
The Mandela effect.
And that's you and Mighty and me and what the and the original cheese,
Yeah.
like all of us having the knowledge of something and then we look it up and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
CERN
has definitely messed with stuff. So I guess God has already had to deal with it. I just never really thought of those two concepts together. And
you just thought of the time travel and not of the whole God issue.
Yeah. Well, I think partially because time travel hasn't for Joe Blow. It hasn't been proven to
Right.
exist as yet.
It's not known or mainstreamed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm certain CERN has messed with us more times than I care to think about. But yeah, unless we know what's happened.
I really liked the question at the beginning. If you could time travel, what would you do? Would you go back and invest money so that you become a millionaire? What
Yeah.
would you do? And while they're asking these questions, about what would you do, for yourself, I'm like, I would take away the thing that hurt my daughter.
Mhm.
I would have made it so that wouldn't have happened. Would that have affected a whole lot of people? I don't think so, but maybe it would have, because the trickle down effect is why I think she's
Yeah.
married to whom she's
It's the
married to.
ripples.
Because as I was talking with a particular individual today, and my nephew's in town, so there's a lot of passive aggressive trauma going on in a whole lot of lives all at one time.
Yeah.
And in the process of it, I think that the trauma that she went through is why she picked who she picked, thinking that she would be able to erase it, and all she did was dig her hole deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's what we do. We think the moment that we make a good move or make a move that we're going to help to resolve our issue, but often we will dig the hole deeper. And
Yep.
So that's, it's like, holy crap. So there's now a whole wave that she's caused over there. And it's like, this is just the weirdest time. And the fact that there's, again, they come in threes, and the fact that there are three of us today in the last 24 hours having basically the same conversation, and I can see this similarities and the resemblance. I didn't say that word right either. all in each and every single one. And then I have someone that I love dearly with all of my heart, and want to take his pain from him. And he is able to break it down into the ABCDs so much better and so much clearer than I am. It's like, that's how I know what the next step is going to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. But that's also how, when we got the three of us, things that come in three, I believe they're God sent. There's a message in this three. And two of them two of the people I'm having the conversation with don't believe in him because of the trauma that they've suffered. But because I've gone through so much of it, and in such a degree, it has brought me to have to lay it at his door so I could face it. And so anyway, it's not supposed to be going down that thing, but I'm just saying, this is the whole omnipresent, and that it was a fun movie. We'll have to watch it again, because God knows we'll forget it.
It was definitely a religious film. So it was like, I don't know, kind of had the feeling of like a B movie, or
just
I don't want to say Canada, but it did feel like a Canadian sort of a film.
Maybe that's it, because it was just above a B movie.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. It wasn't cheesy, but the acting definitely, it wasn't Hollywood.
It was
not
it
by
was
a long
not
shot.
It was not top folks. It's, hey, you know what? I have a good idea. It wasn't even at Chosen level. If you've seen Chosen, you know what that means.
No, it was nowhere near Chosen. But it was a good movie, and it was a great premise. I would never, ever, ever have thought about how time travel works with God.
Exactly.
It just wouldn't have been a thought. And
it makes you think.
It's a fun thought.
Yeah, it makes you think. And then, it's like, I think I'm bummed today. Oh, well, I'm going to think about this thought. Well, I'm not going to be bummed now. Oh, thank you. It was just a really good thing. And here it is, Captain Curran.
Hi,
if
Captain.
You're still
How you
in the
doing?
house. I tried. Okay,
Hi to the
I
wifey too.
I get it that you've got a migraine and you can't join. That's okay.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But you did point out that I had forgotten to post the stream. So anytime, because I
Oh,
miss
yeah.
you, honey, and I'm sorry that you have a migraine. But yeah, we sent the weather. I think it was a day or two ago that I was having a migraine because of the weather. It's
Yeah.
a thing. So sorry, we sent it your way. And then Tammy's like,
Just
Shini,
means
what
it's
are you
going further
drinking?
away from me.
I am drinking a it's caffeine. It's like a I got it from Costco. It's like a cappuccino drink. You can make it hot, you can make it cold, you can put it on ice, whatever. It's I've shared it before. I got it from Costco. I shouldn't be drinking it because it's got a whole bunch of sugar in it, but you know what I did? I put a whole lot of scoops in it too. So anyway, but yeah, it's really good stuff. It's really good. And then Tammy comes along and says, well, Captain, if you've got a migraine, you don't want to hear this, but here we go. Tammy comes along and says, Captain, howdy.
Oh, okay.
And then Captain's like, well, that's where he said he's struggling with the migraine and can't join. Is it your eyesight? Because I've got to say, see, I lurk. Okay. There are just, oh, you're so sweet. There are just times when, honestly, if your glasses aren't right, you're going to get migraines. And I know that I heard you saying that you don't think that it was earlier in the week because I was going up to the ranch to meet the guys. And it was early in the morning, I think. Anyway, whatever day it was, you were talking about your glasses and that, they're making you dizzy. I've never put on a pair of glasses that were the right prescription and got dizzy. I have put on other people's glasses and thought I was going to follow my ass, but they were far from my prescription. So the eyes, especially if you're still using those glasses, can give you a migraine also. So honey, you just be safe over there. And then Tammy's like, prayers, Cap. And Sammy's like, dang it, I'm late. You sure? I've been talking about you. Not really. Well, I asked about you earlier and to see if she had heard from you. And
I said I woke up to a note, to a message. Yeah.
I think that
really
that
like
was the extent of us talking about you today.
I really like Sammy has on his own discovered someone that I've been watching for a while, HD Tutor. I found him through Eric from America's Untold Stories, and he does the Friday Law Review. Oh, I can't even remember his name now. I'm so bad at that. But either which way, I met HD Tutor through him. But
you're not talking about Rob, are you?
No. There's the two dudes that do America's Untold Stories. But he also has the lawyers on Friday mornings to do the legal, like a roundup sort of thing.
Are you talking about, oh God, dang it.
Maybe?
Yeah, it's Laid Back News that he does. And geez, I just forgot his name. He lives in like Vegas. Okay.
I've watched him for years, and I cannot for the life of me pull up his name at the moment.
His name just left my brain cell.
Yeah, but either which way, he's done a few things with HD Tutor, and so I went over and checked out his channel. He's awesome. He is a narcissist. Like he's done all the testing and everything. He's a full-on narcissist. And
this is what has been starting our conversations in this thing of 3 that I was talking about earlier.
What is narcissism?
Okay. Keep going.
Well, he shows you how to handle a narcissist, how to recognize a narcissist, how to deal with them. He's done a few streams on it, but one of the ones that I saw that I really liked, he explained the difference between things like a narcissist and a psychopath and a sociopath, and there
Are
are
you
different.
going to tell me the moment that you can diagnose me which one I am?
Oh, I'm never going to diagnose anyone because my brain's
What?
too messed up.
Okay, you don't
I'm
have to
seeing everything
diagnose
through a
me.
slanted
You can
lens.
just say, excuse me, but you're starting to act like this so that I can go, I knew it, because Eric Huntley.
Eric
Huntley.
Huntley. Okay. So I was right about the
Is
first
it Huntley
name.
or Huntley or what?
Hunley.
Huntley.
Hunley. Hunley.
Okay, because I always say Huntley, and so, you know, I'm not very smart.
So
I'm
I
not
did pretty
very
good.
smart.
I actually got the right first name.
There you go. You
That's
were way
awesome
ahead
for
of me. But okay, so I've gone over and I've liked that individual. Okay.
Yeah. HD Tutor, if you've got any interest in how the mind works, and in particular how a narcissist works, he's amazing. He also does. I love to watch it. It's one of my guilty pleasures. I love reaction content, especially to reality TV. He reacts to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Oh, Fook.
Yeah.
I'm going to love this guy.
Oh,
I'm going to
yeah.
totally love this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question, because I haven't watched him, obviously. And it sounds like Sammy has just started
He's just
watching
discovered him. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got the longer time. So with this, and again, with the three of us who are having this conversation, look, the three of us does not include her. Two of them are dudes.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm not one of
She
the
is
three of
not
them.
a dude. So anyway, in the midst of this, a narcissist seems to be the beginning of our issues. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm like, yeah, but I also, and I don't know if it's, anyway, then it's also, in my humble opinion, also a passive aggressive behavior of the narcissist. So it's kind of like driving down a road and you know that you're going to the zoo. There's your narcissist. Okay.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you start seeing street signs and you know that you need to take a particular exit. Okay. There's some passive aggressive behavior because you know what's about to come on, right? So survivors will often acknowledge, I've seen this behavior. Again, like I was telling you before the stream, that's why the last time that my ex, the original, and I had a really bad fallout.
Okay.
I had already been down that road for 7 years. Okay, so I already knew that we were going to the zoo. As soon as I saw the exit, I knew what else was coming. So you learn to look for that behavior and you go, I'm not going to fucking put up with it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. And it takes the nice out of you and it makes you aggressive. My nephew is the sweetest person. Believe it or not, folks, I am also the sweetest person. You make me feel like you just pulled shit. I will go unglued. You don't believe me? Ask my nephew. If I pull some shit,
I'm just pouring a coffee. I'm here,
and
but I'm not.
he will go unglued. Believe me, ask me. Okay, so it's at a certain point we just get tired of it. We just get tired of it because we've seen the roadmap so many different times, and it's sad. So I'm amazed at. I really, okay. It didn't surprise me that that my brother came out a narcissist. The other one was they were both basically pampered by mommy, right? And it's just horrible. Okay, so they are strong believers that their entire world revolves, or not their entire world, because your entire world does revolve around you, but the entire world. Thank you for knowing what I meant, Diggs. That the entire world revolves around them. No, they think that the fact that we want to go to the store, even though they're not at our house, We're going to the store to purchase what they like, not what we like. And then if they do pop in, they have an attitude that we didn't get what they like. It's like, bitch, you don't pay my bills. Let's not ever misunderstand the fact that you don't pay my bills. You know you're coming to my house and you like something, bring it. Keep it in the ice chest in the car. If I have it, then I'll give it to you. If I don't have it, you'll have it, be able to say, it's okay, not a problem. I stopped and got some on my way here. Did you see? Stop being a fucking world jerk. See? I mean, there's kindness, and then there's so beyond self-absorbed, and stop making other people your victims because you're the asshole. The narcissist, I would love to see a whole bunch of them have to live on an island together. But, I picture there's levels of them, right?
Yeah.
There's like a whole bunch of level 10s and a whole bunch of level 9s and I want to see all the level 10s on one island, all the level 9s on an and then, don't tell them there's cameras in the coconuts.
Yeah.
I just want to see it. I can't
see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just, because I'm not right in the head. Have you met me? So anyway, yeah, Sammy, you can be late. What the hell was that all about? So anyway, because we had asked about where he was, and then
and I said he sent me a message because he's discovered HD Tutor. Yeah,
it's like, how did dang it, I'm late, get to that? We're not calling you Sammy. Well, maybe we are. No, we're not. Let me know if I am one. But we're not calling you a narcissist, honey.
No,
we're just not.
No.
And
he's it's really cool. This HD Tutor guy. He's very self-aware, and he's very informative. So it's refreshing to see someone who's so aware of themselves and their flaws and their good points. And the fact that he's able to use this thing like he was born with, right? And a narcissist personality is usually something you're born with.
Really? You don't learn it? I didn't know
you
that.
can learn it. It can be a learned behavior. It can be, but it is a mental condition, like being a sociopath or a psychopath, or it is a condition. But it's very interesting to see.
Most conditions got like a 3-inch belt, and it got knocked out of me. So. Yeah. When I hear conditions, I'm like, a belt cured a bunch of that when I was a kid.
Yes, well.
Apparently they don't like those anymore, right?
I've got 3 nieces and nephews. Like out of all of them, 3 of them were diagnosed with oppositional disorder. Which
what the fuck is that? And
is it? You know what it is? It's toddler. It's a toddler who's learning yes and no, right and wrong.
So it's just life, and the doctor giving them a diagnosis so they can give them meds. Yes. So that mommy and daddy don't have to deal with raising their kids.
Yeah.
Big boy, girl panties, folks. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Raise your kids. Get away from that.
My family's pretty good at that. My family, I don't think any of the 3 went on meds for it. I don't think any of them. Good. Because it's just being a child. It's part of learning about life.
Oh, but and special. I gave it a name.
It's very easy. It's how you talk to a child is similar in a lot of ways to how you talk to a narcissist.
Well, then the narcissist and this is why we do this. Because, see, I don't kiss ass. I don't. I'm done
it's
kissing
not kissing ass. It's learning how to, like, instead of going to my nieces and nephews, hey, what do you want to do today? Right? We go, would you rather do A or B?
And here's
or if you want them to do a chore and they're not doing the chore that you're asking them to do, would you rather do the chore or would you rather be punished and still have to do the chore after?
See, and here's
it's just pointing out the reality of what the options are. In a child, that's exactly what it is. They're learning. In a
Yeah, see,
narcissist and an adult, it's a whole nother issue. But I love children and I learned how to do that. So narcissist adults don't bother me as much.
and my child raising went like this: get in there and clean your room.
That's what my mom did. My mom ruled by fear and violence. Well, not
I
violence, but
It wasn't violence. It was her room. And all I wanted to do was get her in there to clean her room. She didn't clean her room. We're staying home. Wait, what do you mean we're staying home? Well, you're bored and coming to me telling me you're bored. And I told you to clean your room 2 hours ago and you didn't do it. And well, I thought we were going to go down to SeaWorld today and you're screwed because now we're home until the room is clean. It's not going to be clean, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to sit and watch TV today. It was your choice. I just didn't need to tell you what I had planned because I have a job I have to go to every day. Nobody tells me other than the fact that it is required of me. So I'm not one to go on changing my behavior because you're not behaving. I look, have you met me? I'm not behaving either. But, the whole thing, if the kid can't behave, I don't need to let them know I'm going to give you an option to be in charge. And I don't need to let any human also know there's an option for you to be in charge. There's not an option for you to be in charge. There's you making your decision and me making my decision. And oh, wait, you know what? You just made my decision really easy. And my kid would come to me for the longest amount of time and say, I'm bored. And we wouldn't go do anything. And then she came and said, my room is clean. And I went, fuck. Because we didn't have plans.
Now we got to go do something.
I didn't have plans. So we got in the Bronco and we ran out to we had a whole bunch of the other girls with us. I think I had 6 girls and I didn't ask anybody's parents, but the room was clean. So we all climbed into the Bronco and I took them out to the desert. They had such a good time, and then we came back and it's like, see what happens when you clean your room?
Yeah.
You have fun. And then one day she didn't clean her room and one day I was over it. I wanted to go do what I wanted to do. And the message became, she didn't have to clean her room anymore, bitch. That room wasn't cleaned until the day she moved out. Okay. But you know what I discovered?
You know what I just discovered? Sorry. I didn't stop the stream when I said I was going to stop the stream. I forgot to go up and click. So if there's anyone left in my YouTube channel's chat, right now is the time. You need to hit the pinned link because in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm stopping my stream. So you'd better click that pinned link and head on over to
She
Jenny's.
threatened it earlier
there now.
too.
Okay.
She
Love you.
threatened it
Thank
earlier.
you.